Good morning, everybody. Trying to get a live video going here. See how this works out. I know I didn't give any warning. I just wanted to throw it out there. Trying to figure out the best way. See if I can get it on my laptop here as well, but I don't know if I can. Does anybody know how to do all that? Morning, Derek. What's going on, buddy? I'm going to airbrush a pumpkin today. These have been very popular, but that's expected this time of year, right? I want to try to start doing more videos, but I got to see how well that's going to go over. So you guys tell me, should I do more videos? Derek, I've been busy. Living my dreams every day. I'm loving every day of it. It's amazing, buddy. I sold one of these this morning, so I thought I'd make another one. I've got it cleaned. I've got all my paint ready. So what I thought about doing was not just making videos of me airbrushing, but do some Q&A with you guys. I want to know if there's people out there that they tell me they want to watch me, and then they want to learn, but maybe I could help you guys learn, but I need you guys to ask me the questions. Tell me what you want to know so I can try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. I'm no expert on everything, but I can certainly try to help. Looks like I do have it up on the laptop now. Derek says, do more videos. That's what I want to hear. I've also got a YouTube. I don't know if anybody's aware of that. It's not a very big YouTube yet, but I'd like to get it there. I can download these videos and different ones onto YouTube for you guys too, so you can watch anytime, not have to always be a live video. I've only done a couple of these. I'm very new at videos and technology altogether. These pumpkins have been very popular. Of course, Halloween coming up. I've been doing the jack faces on them. And recently, as soon as I airbrush them, they don't sit very long. They're gone. They sell. Best way to do thin lines. Well, Derek, the easy answer would be practice, but that's an easy way out. That's a cop out for an artist. You've got to practice. That's just part of it. The other part is your paint. You've got to have good equipment and good paint. If you're reducing your paint right, get your air pressure correct, then you can do good thin lines. Your control is everything, of course. But I don't know what you can see on this pumpkin here, but I'll show you like on the back here. There's grooves in this pumpkin. And I want to darken those grooves up a little bit. So you'll notice I'm spraying just a little air. I'm about 30 PSI right now. So I'll just go over it. Nice and easy. And I'm just barely giving it any paint at all. If you've got your reducer ratio correct with your paint, then you will make one itty bitty line, nice and thin. One mistake a lot of airbrush people do is they think that they can just go over something once and be done. And that doesn't work out very well. You really want to create layers. Whether it's black, white, your colors, or anything. The more vibrant you want it, the larger you want it. You want to create that layer. You're going to start with a layout. I'll show you if you can see. I don't know. Can you guys hear me good? I don't know. Good morning, Bella. If you can hear me good, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm just going to do a simple jack face on this one. I want to replace the one that I sold this morning. But you're going to start off with your layout. I'm going to start off with the eyes. And what I'm not going to do is I don't plan on just getting one big eye and being done with it. Okay? So check this out. See if you can see. Kind of doing this a little sideways for you. Hopefully you can get a better view of it. Can you see the layout starting? We've got two eyes here. This will be Jack's nose. And these are actually the easiest parts. Sounds just fine. Thank you, Jennifer. But now I'll go in and start to darken it up. Probably the part you'll see the best from your end of it. I'm not exactly a camera guy. Can't help it. So notice I'm going to go over it. We'll go over it once, and I'm going to let that dry for a second before I try to go over it again. Especially being a smoother surface like this. If it was a fabric, it wouldn't be as bad, but being a smoother surface, if I went right back in it and tried to do it again, you take a chance of spreading that paint before it's had a chance to dry. And you don't want to do that. That is not something easy to fix. We'll come over here to the other eye, go ahead and start getting a layer on it. And I will do several layers on these eyes because I want them good and predominant. I want them dark. And I will try to put this video up on YouTube later when I get a chance and get time and everything works out real well. Sometimes it don't. I'm not very good at this technology stuff. See, I'm just getting a light layer on there. It'll get darker in a bit. Same with the nose. Come down here for another layer on it. You see the distance that I am away from my project? The distance also is a big difference on how big your line is. If I started spraying from back here, even if I hit where I want, the overspray is just going to be unreal. So you want to get fairly close to what you're working on. Alright, we should be good and tacky and dry here. So I can go back over and start adding more layers. You'll see me doing this a lot. What I'm doing right here is tip dry. Your needle is going to get dried up paint on it if you're using acrylic based paint. It's just a habit for me to do it, and I try to remember to explain what I'm doing for people. But I'm just getting any paint that might be there. I use my fingernail and I grab the tip of it, pull off any excess dried paint. Really, as an airbrush artist, that's what I'm doing, right? Is drying paint, moving it and drying it somewhere. Whether I'm putting it on a shirt or a pumpkin. While I've got you guys here and watching, I want to thank you again for keeping my schedule so busy. I absolutely love it, and I know that Christmas will be coming up here before we know it, and I'm already getting Christmas orders. And I'm real glad people are thinking ahead. Check these guys out. What do you think? See the eyes getting good and predominant? I can bring this one to you, right? Versus this one, still needs some work. Nose are getting there. Now this one's had a minute to dry. I can come over here. Now the dryness and the cure time, I mean that changes with your temperature and your humidity Again, how much paint are you using versus reducer? There is a lot to it. And if you ask the questions, I don't mind trying to help you out with different ratios and stuff. But I don't know if you're interested in that until you ask, right? You're welcome to message me if you'd rather ask that way. I have no problem helping out other artists to learn. I also do classes for anybody that wants to communicate this way. Monica, sweet. She's awesome. Notice now I've got the second eye. It's dark. What'd that take? About 3 layers to get it on there. So while I'm working up here, I'm going to add a little bit of shading. I'm going to give him his mean look. I don't want to call them eyebrows because I don't really think that's what they are. But essentially that's what they're going to be looking like. Helps give him some character. A little bit of a mean look. I tend to go over them 2 or 3 times, but not make them too dark. I don't want them darker than the eyes. See, look at there. It gives him a little attitude. So cool. Thanks, Kat. Need a wolf on it for Christmas. Put a wolf on me, anything. A little details and some shadows a little bit down here underneath the nose. Again, kind of helps give it some depth. Character under the eyes here. You don't want to add too much for a character like this. He doesn't have a whole lot of features. But if you notice, just a little bit under the nose, a little bit under the eyes, that all helps just a little bit. Give him a little bit of identity. Kind of gives him some emotions. Alright, now we're going to do the mouth. Jack is well known for his mouth, right? He's got the big, wide grin. There's, if you look it up, there's thousands of different kind of grins for this guy. I have one that's kind of one of my favorites that I'll do on this guy. Seems to be very popular, good selling. And instead of just the one long curve, I give him a little bit of center curve that comes up. It gives him a little bit more attitude. That way he's not so happy. You know, especially being a Halloween pumpkin. He doesn't need to be too happy, right? Does that sound a little too Bob Ross-ish? I'm going to make a happy little smile with a happy little tree over here. I don't want to steal anything from him. The man was an amazing artist. I'll get there one of these days, though. I practice every day. Now, Derek, if you're still watching, these may be the lines you were looking for. These lines are going to get pretty small. Especially when I start doing the stitches. The crazy thing is, if you'll notice, every line gets gone over more than once. You know, I'm not just going to spray it and be done. Again, you're doing layers. See, that's the kind of smile I like to put on him right there. What do you think of that? You like that smile? I like that one versus just the flat, regular smile. So now we do the stitches. It would be real easy if you wanted to just make straight lines through there and call them stitches and call it done. That's just not my way. I like to alternate them. I'll show you what I mean. Give them a little bit of an angle so there's no straight lines. Space them out evenly. When I do the bottom, what I mean by alternating is like this. Like that. So that way, it gives it, again, more character and a little less simple. I know that people are buying these. And yeah, I like making money, but I don't need to make it just as quick and cheap as possible. I'm going to put the work in and make it right. So I don't know how many people want to watch me airbrush. I have no clue. I know I didn't give any warning to this video. I was just in the mood to try to do it. And I want to try to do more so that I can be more interactive with everybody. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I don't see any chatter yet. If anybody got any questions, let me know. See how it's coming along? We'll finish your smile out, finish the stitches. They get a little smaller as you go out towards the outside of the mouth. I find myself holding my breath a lot when I get into these finer lines, especially if I'm doing any letters or names. I'll hold my breath as I go because just my breath is enough to create havoc while you're airbrushing. You guys got any ideas on what you'd like me to see me paint? You know, maybe I could do a video of me painting something specific. You know, you could vote on it or comment and let me know. Tell me what you guys want. I'm not a mind reader. I gotta know. You gotta tell me. Almost got the mouth done. The cool thing about this being freehand art, no two of these will ever be the same. They'll never be identical. I can get them close. They're not identical. They're all unique to themselves. So I've got the smile done. Make sure you guys can see it good. Tell me what you think. You like it? Don't like it? What I'm going to do now is add some shading around the mouth. Be a little further back for this. It's almost like a controlled overspray. Make sure the eyes are good and dark. And what I'll do is let this pumpkin dry and set up really good. When all the paint's dry, I'll spray some clear coat over top of it through an aerosol. And once it's dry, it's ready to sell. Put a picture of it up on the Etsy page with a price and let it go. Check him out. What do you think? See the shading? Is it cool? Mwah. What do you think? You love it? I think he's pretty cool. So let me know, should I make more videos like this? You got any ideas for me? Something you want me to airbrush? I've got lots of new projects coming up. Schedule's full and I love it. I love you guys. I appreciate everything you do. I'm gonna go for now. I will download this onto YouTube for you. Let me know what you think and whether or not you want me to make some more videos. Appreciate everything you do, guys. Thank you.